Welcome back to Idle Talk. I've got not a special episode. It's just a different episode. Let's catch up. I haven't been doing the minis lately. It's been a crazy last few weeks for me. I'm starting a new job. I feel like I've updated you guys before about beginning another job, but this time maybe this one will stick. So I'm excited to kind of keep pursuing this job, and it is something related into the field that I went to college in. So let's put this bachelor's degree and half of a master's degree to the test. It's very interesting. It's better than my last job already. I think so. They just gave us free pizza today. Sorry, had to burp. It's the pizza. Yeah, they gave us some pizza today. We had a good opening weekend for our season, so I'm excited to kind of continue to grow here. It is something that I kind of want to do for a couple of years. I do want to continue to grow and elevate in this new role that I'm in, so I'm excited. This kind of feels like the opening press conference to a new draft pick or a new trade or something. My Animal Crossing tumbler I usually use just for cold drinks. I don't really drink tea in here, but I do sound like I do need a cup of tea. This job's been a strain on the voice, though. I won't lie to you. So this is what I'm gonna sound like forever, I think. This is the new voice of Idle Talk, coming to you live every Tuesday, probably released before 2-3 a.m. I try to get these episodes out, so right when people wake up, they got a notification waiting. I actually don't know if that's how that works. I'll be honest with you. I usually get the Apple podcast notification really early in the morning, like right when it releases, and I'm kind of grateful for that. But I usually get the Spotify notification around like 8 or 9. We'll see how it goes. If you do get notifications, let me know. That'd be good insights to that. Where have I been? What have I been doing? I got a Fitbit that my mom bought me, and so it actually was very convenient that she got it for me, because it kind of helps me with my new job to keep track of time. Because I am teaching classes. I am kind of a coach now. I never thought I would be able to do that. But I've just never wanted to kind of particularly do that. But this job kind of requires me to do it half the time, and kind of be in an office setting the other half of the time. And it is an exciting mix. I'll see where that goes. I am wearing a hat today because look, my hair is a mess today. I didn't want to shower when I got home, because if I showered out, that means I'm getting ready for bed and I'm gonna go to sleep. So I wanted to record this episode. Currently it's 8:40. So I'm gonna record it, edit it down, post it tonight, get the clips out tomorrow. But I'm excited. I'm excited to get everything that's been happening in my life lately. We had a nice Idle Talk episode last week. My friend Jalen stayed with me and Malik last week. She made us some good ass food and some good banana bread, and it was just nice to kind of have my friends here, my New York friends here in Baltimore, because it kind of made it feel more like a home. So that was nice. Hit 225 for the first time ever in my life on the bench press unassisted. So that was a big milestone for me. That was something I wanted to do. But in order for me to do that, I had to set a bigger goal in mind. So my goal really was 335. Like, I want to hit 335 on the bench press at this weight. And just say that I was able to do it. But in order for me to hit 335 or continue to to try to earn 335, I needed to overcome one of my kind of greatest plateaus, and it was 225. So I'll explain to you the process of it. We started going back to the gym around November. So I remember earning my way back up to 135, which is just the 45 and the 45 bar. So that was a grind. I had to earn my way back up to 135, something that I was so used to and accustomed to hitting every single time. It was heavy for me. It was heavy. So I started off with my 25s, with my 5 pounds, with my 10 pounds. LA Fitness doesn't have 35 pounds for whatever reason. But it was earning my way back up to 135, and then earning my way back up to 45 and a 10, a 45 and 2 10s, a 45 and a 25. So I was earning my way slowly but surely all the way back up. But we did it. we did it. And then one day, I had just dropped off Jalen to go back home. But so I told him, like, hey, you want to catch a workout? Let's go work out. Like, we were talking, chit chatting in the kitchen when I got back, and I was like, dude, do you want to just go to the gym? I'm like, we're not doing nothing of like any significance or any like something meaningful, so let's just fucking go to the gym. So he went to the gym, and I told him, I'm gonna take my time on the bench today. I don't care who needs the bench. I don't care what. I'm gonna do my thing. I did my 5x5s, and then I did one at a time, one rep, increasing the weight every time. So then I hit my 135 and my 125, hit that. Then I hit 135. Well, I had a 45, a 25, and then I added 10 more pounds. Boom. I slowly made my way up to 220, and then I asked him, I was like, hey, I need a spot. So I need you to lift the bar up, like lift it with me, and then just, be there in case I need to bail. I hit that easily. I hit it, like, easily. And then I look at him, and I tell him, we're going to go for fucking 225. I think today's the day. I'm like, so go do your squats. He was doing squats at the time. Like, go do your squats. Go do 2 sets of squats. Come back, and I'll be ready to hit the 25. So he goes, hits his squat one time, his one set, and then he rests for a little bit. He chit-chats with me. Then he goes back, hits his set again, and he comes back, and then we get 225. And I was, like, ecstatic. I was like, no way. Because I remember as soon as I hit 220, he grabs the bar and pulls it back, right? That's what I only told him I only want to do one. But I'm yelling after I put it back, oh, I could have got another one. I wasn't yelling at him. I was just yelling at the fact that, oh, that felt good. I could have hit that again. So when we finally hit 225, it was like, I asked him, I was like, first of all, he congratulated me, he dapped me up, and then I asked him, did you help me? And he's like, no. And I was like, okay, good. I just needed to make sure. Because I remember, shout out to my boy Jordan Rowe. He was with me in the gym all the time, literally all the time. He was a basketball player, I was a football player, and he was in the gym with me just as much as, like my other close-knit friends who actually played football, but he was just in the gym with me just as much. And so I remember he helped me hit 225. It was a little bit more assisted than me personally hitting it, but I did hit it that one time, and then he did help me for the most part. But we always appreciate a good supportive gym member. And the cops are rushing down my street right now. I need to have a camera just set up outside the window when I do these, just so I could just show you the crazy shit that be coming down here. But yeah, we finally hit 225 on our own, unassisted. It was awesome. Like, I got it once it hit my chest, and I got to start pushing it back up. I had all the momentum in the world, and then I remember I tell 3 people. 2 of them I didn't get the response I wanted. And I got the one response from the person I expected it the least. I was like, wow, this is the response I wanted. But it just goes to show you that, that everybody's going to react to good news, quote unquote good news that you have the way you want them to. And nothing against the other 2 people who didn't react the way I did. But I was like, outside of my group chat, I told them, like, yo, I just hit 225, no water. That was the day I forgot my water bottle at home. And I told Jalen, I was like, yo, I just hit 225 out of pure depression because you're not here. And it was just so funny to kind of just, just say that. I don't think that's true. I think it's just literally the work and the, like, little wins that I've gotten throughout kind of trying to progress to my goals of 335. But, maybe I just need to be more sad in the gym. Maybe that's what makes me stronger. But, that's just something that I was doing outside of the new job. That was pretty exciting. Do I have any other updates that I need to update you guys in? Let me just think. This is my new favorite wall decoration. Look at this. It's Courage the Cowardly Dog. I think I'm going to replace one of these frames back behind me. I definitely want to hang it up on the wall, or I could definitely hang it up over my bed, just so I can have it there, so I can see it every time. But it's absolutely my favorite. I got it from somebody who follows me on Twitter. I followed them back, obviously, but so it's a mutual on Twitter that made this for me after I saw them tweet something out, and I was like, hey, I want a painting, and they were like, okay, and I was like, are you serious? So yeah, a Twitter interaction got me this painting, and it's super dope, and I love it, and they're absolutely my favorite artist of all time now. This is my favorite piece. This forever be my favorite piece right here. Initial VR, you know who you are. I'll put the Twitter in the show notes. So, I'm forever grateful for this piece. It actually genuinely makes me happy whenever I see it propped up against my wall, because I usually slide the desk back and I just prop it up against the wall, and it generally makes me super duper happy, and I'm kind of happy that I'm super happy that I have it. I definitely want to decorate my room with just paintings from the artist. Definitely just want to just have a whole wall decorated towards that, because I hate the way the color of like this cream white that I have, like beige-ish color of the wall I'm staring at. So I think this will definitely help me absolutely not hate that color, and it'll be more cost effective than painting the whole wall myself, because it would have to come out of my pockets. But yeah, those are the small updates. I guess not small, but these are just the updates that I have for you guys. My guys, my dudes, keep sending me those voice memos. I know I haven't touched upon that topic in a while, but it is something I am going to start working on, is compiling those voice messages. So if you send a voice memo, send your boys this clip. Tell them, hey, I want to hear about your mental health experiences. I want to hear about what you feel, about what you've gone through, about what makes you tick, what makes you feel the way you do, because it's important to kind of express ourselves in kind of a safe-ish environment, because I don't want it to be a complete safe environment, because I want us to be, self-critical. I want us to be more self-aware. I want us to take accountability of certain things that happen to us. What did we do to contribute to those things? How did we put ourselves in these positions? What made us do the things we do? Because I want us to self-evaluate ourselves. I want us to keep honest with ourselves. Let's be honest with ourselves, please, because it's important for us to take that accountability. I take accountability of my life all the time. Whenever I talk to my friends, my close group, whenever we get to those kind of deep conversations that usually happen around this time, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11, 12, you name it. I try to take accountability for my actions, and I expect my friends to kind of call me out on my bullshit if I don't, or if I start to placing a lot of blame on external factors, I may say. So yeah, guys, please share your thoughts, experiences. If you want to be anonymous, say so. I will alter your voice. I will cut out your name. But if you do want to share your name, everyone's been sharing it AA style. Hi, my name is Fernando, and this is my story. So episode 50 was one of my vulnerable points, sharing kind of my story with you guys. And also the Are You Okay episode, I'll take accountability for that. I definitely did not want to share a lot of things at the time with Joanne. At the time, we were trying to get deep, and I was just kind of not wanting to. And so even though that was a deep kind of close to the heart of my sleeve kind of episode, it's still let me get an opportunity to kind of keep things hidden and not be so vulnerable with him at the time. But yeah, episode 50 was a very special episode to me. I love episode 50. I love the Metamorphosis episode. That was with Selena's back when we were in New York. We got an Airbnb for that, and we kind of shared our stories and our thought processes for that, and how we are and how we treat our relationships, and what we look for and what we expect out of romantic relationships, and how we get to certain places in those kind of relationships. And that was a special episode for me too. And talking with Jazbel, the host of the Becoming a Sunflower podcast. If you don't know, I'm breaking news to you guys, my Idle Talk listeners. She is currently pregnant with a child. We don't know what the gender is. You guys probably thought I was gonna say father. No, we don't know what the gender is. But yeah, I mean that's a super excited chapter that's ready to be written for her. She hasn't been podcasting lately, but I know whenever she does get back in front of a microphone, it's gonna be something worth listening to and something worth sharing and exploring with, because I just love listening to podcasts. I love the different perspectives I get to hear from people. I had to answer a question, kind of like a culture question, at my new job, and it was like books or movies, and I was like, podcasts. I love podcasts. I love listening to podcasts. I love making podcasts. It's just one of those things that podcasts are the new form of media that I think people are still undervaluing when it comes to like the value that it can bring to you, the listener. So I do appreciate a good podcast, and I do appreciate podcasts that are kind of like in my interest, but not enough to where I already have a medium to consume those interests. Like horror podcasts, I don't really listen to because I have horror YouTube channels, like the true crime stuff that I get to watch. Like I watch it at lunch, and I'll eat my lunch while watching something like that. Or when I'm parked in the garage and I just need like 10 minutes to unwind, I'll throw a video up on my phone while connected to my car speakers, and I listen to the video, and it helps me unwind. So I have my niches of things that I do enjoy, but also podcasts help me kind of explore smaller niches that I normally might not consume on a daily basis. So and for the people that support the show every week, I appreciate that so much. Like honestly, I'm just gonna make eye contact with you guys. I have not posted minis for a while, and that was just because I've been busy with this new job. I had guests over. I wanted to spend time with my friends when I could. So kind of life gets in the way, quote unquote, in the way. But the downloads didn't stop. The downloads increased when I had daily minis. But even then, even when the minis stopped for a short time, the downloads kept going, and I really, really appreciate everybody who takes the time to tune in. Maybe the shorter form content is something people want to listen to, the 1 to 5 minutes, the 5 to 10 minute episodes that I put out. And I'm very, very grateful for the fact that momentum didn't stop just because I stopped putting out content. So I really, 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 really appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. And I'll end this Idle Talk episode on that positive, happy note. I really, really do truly love doing this, and I love like the fact that people do take the time to listen to it, because that means they like to listen to my stuff. And I hope that the small percent of the day that I take up of your time is you find it worth it and you find value from it. But follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Idle Talk Pod with an O, Twitter, Idle Talk Pod with a 0. Leave us 5 stars on Apple and Spotify, because that does help me. We still have some reviews from the older Idle Talk show, and it was I love reading those. That makes my day all the time. And share the podcast with whoever and whomever you want to share it to. I shout out to all these countries, like remembering all these countries that listen to Idle Talk, even if it's just 2 people. Like it's awesome that a lot of countries like are on my like demographic list, and it's something that I'm truly grateful for. So I'm gonna learn a lot of the languages from these countries, and so I'm eventually gonna try to learn like just how to say thank you for listening. That's one of my goals, and to kind of keep me accountable, guys. My room is a fucking mess. Okay, if you could see the other side of the camera, you'd be embarrassed. So hopefully by the time you listen to this, and by the time the end of the week comes, my room will be way, way, way more cleaner. But I'll end it here. Thank you guys for listening, and I'll see you tomorrow for an Idle Talk mini. Peace.